Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. Even saying the title of this movie in a serious tone alone makes you feel like a badass. Bandidos. This is from director Massimo Dellamino, and is the third film in the Vengeance Trails box set from Arrow Video. The plot. After having his hands incapacitated, one bullet hole per hand, Richard Martin puts on a show for gunslingers to show off their skills to a paying crowd. All the while, he's trying to find the right guy to help him take down the man who incapacitated his hands. One day, his protege, his gunslinger, is killed, but another one comes soon, under the prior one's pseudonym, Ricky Shot. Can he be the one to carry out Richard's revenge, or does he have an ulterior motive? This fast-paced and lively addition to the Vengeance Trails box set is fantastic. As of right now, it's my second favorite of the set. Director Massimo Dellamino was the cinematographer on Sergio Leone's A Fistful of Dollars and A Few Dollars More, and his craft behind the camera really shows. There are several long takes that are a bit jittery when the camera tries to zoom in, but are staged perfectly. There are shots of people lying dead about in front of a train after a robbery. They're all just laying there bleeding out, and it's very artistic. For the characters, we have Richard Martin, played by Enrico Maria Salerno, who was in The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, which is Dario Argento's directorial debut. He's great playing not only as the brooding cowboy, but a sympathetic, tragic character, as well as a charismatic showman.
I give you the incomparable Ricky Shot! Yeah!
I was actually quite impressed with Salerno's range. He pulled off all three traits very well, and came across as a complex character, despite the iffy dubbing. He's the man whose hands were incapacitated, so he's probably feeling all sorts of emotions, but trying to bottle them up with excitement.
Yeah!
Excitement that he'll one day find the gunslinger to take down the man who crippled him, and make some money on the side from the shows. Ricky Shot II, played by Terry Jenkins, who only has 3 acting credits to his name. Did I hold up 4 fingers? I don't know, I'm holding a mouse, can't really help it. That stinks though, because he was a great actor in this movie. He's the calm, soft-spoken, blue-eyed anti-hero. He does seem like he wants to help Martin, but he does act a bit suspicious at times, until his cards are laid on the table and his motives are revealed. Jenkins actually plays Ricky Shot with a kind of stoic reserve. His pent-up anger is hidden behind his steely blue gaze. Billy Kane, played by Venantino Venantini, who is also in Warriors of the Wasteland, is a man who no one wants to mess with. He likes to shoot people's holsters before they can even draw their gun. It's quite the incredible skill. He is also the one that destroyed Richard Martin's hands. The two were friends a long time prior, but after the mutilation and humiliation, they grew ever further apart, as one would expect. Most of the other characters are unimportant in the long run. Some are even interchangeable. So what makes this movie work as well as it does? Well, the main characters are quite developed. One has a tragic past. One is a manipulator. He uses his skills to do bad. For all that kind of wrongdoing, there's got to be a reaction. And one was wrongfully framed in a clever twist that felt planned from the very beginning, and it's one that I did not expect. It's done so subtly. Also, the film has several tense moments that lead to awesome set pieces. During the opening of the movie, there's this train robbery. Halfway through, there's a double cross in the tavern, and the whole town becomes involved, to a lesser extent of our main hero. What I like about the real climax is that Ricky Schott is an anti-hero for most of the movie. However, he learns from his mistakes and wants revenge. He walks both sides of the line until he chooses one. For the gore, the effects, we get bullet hits to hands and one to the head. Again, these spaghetti westerns can be quite violent, but that's not really the case here. There is the panning shot that showcases the massacre of the train robbery, and the climax showdown that leads to bullets and chess pieces that is quite well done and original.
Did you ever see anybody get rid of the king without touching the other pieces?
This is a sweaty, gritty, dirty movie, and it is serious, but it knows how to have fun in front of the camera. The blood is rather paint-like, but that has to be expected of the time. The motion picture soundtrack, I have the CD. It's a lot of fun. However, it doesn't include any of the vocal tracks that are featured in the film, which is quite disappointing. Augusto Mancini brings a lively and emotional score to the film. His use of the horn can bring about the feeling of a victory, satisfaction, or sadness. With tracks like, Recondanze, it has key moments that really stick out. There are other tracks like Calais Messacano that take you on a whirlwind of emotions, from tense and fearful to somber and defeating. While it is not the most infamous spaghetti western soundtrack, it's still catchy, and those key moments like the main jingle and certain parts with the, as before mentioned, horns that symbolize different emotions really make this a worthy entry into the landscape of music for these films. Overall, this is the second best entry in the Vengeance Trails box set. It's got all the hallmarks that make for a great genre film of this type. Stellar camera work and cinematography, as well as an easy-to-follow yet clever story, energetic and or all-around excellent music, and amazing climaxes. While this is not as enjoyable as Massacre Time, or even My Name is Pecos, its pros far outweigh the cons, in a way that just makes it a worthwhile viewing experience. Overall, I give Bandidos a 3 out of 5.
Oh, somebody stepping a duck.
Thank you all for watching, and I am Brian Gatto, the Horror Shark. Make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page. All these links are in the description below. But if you don't want to support me with any money, just hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video, and as always, subscribe.